All right, folks. Right now, I have a mystery on my hands. I just picked up these Phase Technology bookshelf speakers the other day off of Facebook Marketplace here in good old Round Rock, Texas, just north of Austin, Texas. And they're my second set of bookshelves from Phase Technology. The first pair I picked up, same place, Facebook, different seller, were the PC 1.1 Series 2. They're quite a bit larger. They're oak veneer, or they might be, I can't remember the other type of wood, ash. I think it's an ash veneer, but it's black. And I restored them and they sound fantastic. They're in my main listening space. When I found out about these and kind of the legacy behind these and the price the guy was letting these go for, I picked them up. Now, just to be sure here, this is what I've got on the back. Yes, that's a potentiometer. Yes, it says Phase Tech. This is an aluminum plate, anodized with these markings. Okay, that's a reset switch, not a fuse. Let's see what else. Also, on the back of the box here, they're screwed in from the inside. All right, and these boxes have serial numbers. Pardon the noise here in my garage. I got fans running. 32934. This is 32933 on the back. As far as the front drivers, I know they are Phase Tech drivers. See the polystyrene cone there? It says 3.3. Found another discussion about them handwriting the weight of these cones. Very, very cool. And also in my PC 1.1s, I saw a lot of this type of marking, these gold stickers. So I know these are Phase Tech. The original poster of this thread in Audio Karma, they are PC-60s, but the backside, much different. Also, the soft dome tweeter here, the bezel is a little different on mine. It's still got the metal here. See these two marks here? They're absent from the original original poster. And on the back side, these are Phase Tech soft dome tweeter. Still have Bill Heck's patent, which I'm assuming is probably expired by now. It's 2025. Now, I've been in contact even with the PC 1.1 with an engineer over at SoundTube. They're out of Kansas. I think they bought Phase Tech or merged with Phase Tech. Well, the engineer's been very helpful. His name's Michael, and I've been back and forth on these with him as well. It's been very supportive. Now, his direct is the vice president over there, who is Ken Heck, who was Bill's son. And he's vice president, I think, international sales, possibly, I'm not sure. So guys, the main purpose of this video is, what do I have here? Because when I showed Michael, he seemed to be unaware of this version, where in fact he responded with the version that was shown, that is shown in the original posters, the OP's thread here on Audio Karma. Basically, it has just a black sticker. By the way, the whole back isn't black, it's oak, you know, whatever the color of the wood veneer is. Black square sticker for Phase Tech PC-60, and then kind of a rectangular insert from the outside for the fuse holder and the terminals that go to the crossover on the inside. Furthermore, take a look at this crossover. They're both the same, except for these bypass caps, these really small bypass caps. On the other one I'll show you, these are all filmed. These are 2 electrolytic. There's three inductor cores here. These sand resistors, I'm going to have to lift a lead and check them. I'll probably be worth my while to replace those as well, but I don't think I'm going to touch these film capacitors. I'm going to replace these with film. I'm probably going to stack a 60 microfarad MPT film and a 15 microfarad. Anyway, here's this crossover circuit. I'm gonna kind of go closer to the camera here. And man, it's got a date stamp here. November 2nd, 1984. Can you see that? 1984. Let me show you the other crossover. And those two bypass caps, which I think is in the tweeter circuit. These larger ones here, electrolytics, they can handle the lower frequencies, I think, so that's for the woofer driver circuit. But look at this one. You see here? And this says January 14th. You can't see the date, the year, I'm sorry. You can't see the year, it's scratched out. There are the speaker terminals there. Look at these two film caps. Or, I don't know what they are exactly, but it might be worth my while to match these. I would prefer to have both crossovers in total capacitance match. At least that's my research. Again, I'm going to replace these electrolytics for sure. But what the heck have I got here? Okay, what have I got? Michael didn't recognize him, guys. At the end of the day, the main goal of this is to figure out what I have and kind of understand what this guy does, because it's a potentiometer and it's tied into these caps. Is it gain, or is it actually like you see on some older speakers? Like, remember Sansui's used to have a mid, neutral, and high, clear, mid and flat, something like that. But it was a switch, 3-position switch, where this is a potentiometer. Again, guys, let me know. Right now I'm in the middle of refinishing these cabinets. I'm going to put a coat, actually probably 4 to 5 wipe-on coats of General Finishes Armor Seal Satin. I love that finish. The drivers, well, first of all, I hooked them up before I did anything to them. They sound fine to me, at least to my ears. Again, just want to show a close-up here of the grill cloth. They sounded fine, and now I'm tore into them. The woofers and the surrounds are fine. I know there used to be foam here. What I did with the PC-1s, the foam was still there, but it was, falling off. I just brushed it off, and then I made a cowling and used light passes of rattle can spray enamel in satin black, so it didn't add a lot of weight to the front. It just filled in the color, because there's a lot of different color issues going on there. You can see a little bit of the styrofoam, the white on that edge, so just want to color that in. But as far as the the surrounds, they're in good shape. Clean and condition those, and clean all the contacts up and deox here and there, whatever. But yeah, that's the main purpose of this video. I know that the OP was talking about rebuilding the crossover. To me, it's somewhat trivial, except when you start reading these film caps, see the 5K, 5,250 volt KSC. What's the capacitance of that guy? This one down here says 0.526 plus or minus 2%. I'm pretty sure that's 0.526 microfarads. That's a tiny cap, you know what I mean? That's really small. But I have found some film capacitors that can rebuild these. And as far as these go, though, they're 0.526. I have found they're 0.0526. I have found 0.05 MPT film caps. I think I'm going to replace these two and the two black ones on the other, so that they're the same. It shouldn't be a problem going from 0.05 to 0.05, from 0.052 to 0.05. Of course, there'll be a tolerance, and it is a 5-pack, so I'll try to measure them and match them the best I can. That's all I've got for this video. Tell me what I've got here. If anybody has any information, please let me know. I am going to inject some of the images of all the series, and what I believe here is there were 2 versions of the Mark I, which isn't marked Mark I. It's just PC-60. This version and the version that the OP posted. Then there's a PC-60 Mark II, and now that doesn't have these solid corners. The construction is a little more basic, and the tweeter is flat. It doesn't have the metal screen there on it, and that's the Mark II. And then I don't think there was a Mark III. There was an SC. So there was a PC-60 SC. I hope I got the letters right there. And that one, the front of the box was from the bottom to the top slanted back, and I think that was the PC. So anyway, that's the 3 versions. I'm trying to figure out what I have here, guys. Please comment down below in the comment section if you know, and hopefully I can get some background information, documentation on this particular version of Phase Tech PC-60s from about 1984. Thanks, guys.